In this video, you'll learn how to create and publish your first site in Framer. We'll go over the fundamentals and cover everything you need to know to get started on your journey to mastering Framer. Let's dive in. Inside Framer, we're working with a brand new project. The interface might feel familiar if you've used Figma before. There's a freeform canvas, and on the left-hand side, you'll find your pages, layers, and assets. The Assets panel lets you access components, add text, and apply color styles. On the right-hand side, the Properties panel allows you to modify font settings, layout, controls, and any other styling elements. At the top, there are tools for adding pre-built sections and elements such as videos, images, and forms. There's also the option to add frames, which are crucial in Framer along with text. You can even connect a CMS, making it possible to build a blog within Framer. Additionally, Framer recently introduced plugins, bringing in a whole new set of power-ups. Before continuing with Framer, it's essential to understand a key concept. When building a website, everything is essentially a box within a box within a box. In Framer, these boxes are referred to as frames. Now, back in Framer, one of the most useful shortcuts is the letter F, which creates a new frame on the canvas. Pressing F changes the cursor icon, allowing you to draw a frame directly on the canvas. Once created, the frame appears in the Layers tab under the desktop breakpoint. Frames have different sizing options: fixed, relative, fill, and fit content. Fixed sizing means that an element remains the same size regardless of screen width. For instance, if a frame is set to 500 pixels wide, it stays that width no matter how the browser window is resized. However, this limits responsiveness, so most of the time, it's better to use relative sizing. Relative sizing uses percentages instead of fixed values. Setting a frame's width to 80% means it will always occupy 80% of the canvas width, adjusting dynamically as the screen size changes. Height can also be controlled. For example, setting a frame's height to 100 VH, viewport height, makes it span the entire height of the screen. This is useful for creating full-page sections. Combining this with a width of 100% ensures the section fully covers the screen. At the desktop frame level, turning on Layout is crucial. Layout allows for precise alignment and organization of elements. Everything automatically snaps into place on the canvas. To demonstrate, a new frame can be drawn inside an existing frame. Naming the outer frame Hero Section and the inner one Container helps keep things structured. With the container frame in place, layout can be enabled for better control. Changing the layout direction won't have an effect with a single element, but duplicating the frame allows elements to align horizontally or vertically. Distribution settings can adjust alignment, positioning elements at the start, center, or end. Additionally, spacing, referred to as gap, can be manually adjusted by setting an exact pixel value. Understanding these principles is key. By nesting frames and applying layout settings, it's possible to build structured and responsive sections. For example, setting the container to a fixed width of 1000 pixels ensures content remains centered on large screens while allowing flexibility on smaller screens. This follows the tram tracks analogy, where content remains in the center while the background adjusts dynamically. Now that the container is set, setting its height to 100% ensures all content fits within the Hero section. Inside this container, additional frames can be added. Giving a new frame a width of 100% allows it to take up the full available space. However, if it's not aligning as expected, enabling layout within the container ensures proper positioning. Aligning elements correctly is crucial. Placing a text element inside a frame allows customization of properties such as font size, color, and typeface. Adjustments can be made to achieve the desired appearance. Additionally, turning on Layout for the text container helps align it within the section. However, if there's excess height, resizing the frame manually can be tedious. Instead, setting height properties correctly ensures content scales efficiently. These practices are essential when structuring sections in Framer. Setting the content to auto ensures it adjusts to fit without unnecessary expansion. Even if an extra line is added or the text is shortened, it expands or contracts accordingly. Removing background colors can help keep things clean. Adding text on the right side can be structured better by making it more like a paragraph. Adjusting the font and setting a specific width prevents unnecessary length. Wrapping the text in its own frame keeps it contained, and setting the height to auto ensures it fits dynamically. Removing the background fill and adding additional text, along with slight styling changes, can refine the layout. Adjusting content alignment helps structure the layout effectively. Adding a button serves as a basic call to action. In Framer, a button is essentially a frame containing text. Creating a new frame automatically centers it, and text can be added, such as "Contact me." Adjusting the styling, including setting the text color to white, refines its appearance. Setting width and height to auto ensures the button fits its content dynamically. Adding padding creates an invisible border, improving spacing. Adjusting padding values fine-tunes the look while keeping the button flexible. Changes in text, such as "Get in touch" or longer variations, are automatically accommodated, maintaining consistency. Naming the button and converting it into a reusable component streamlines workflow. This allows easy access from the Assets tab, making it available for reuse on multiple pages. Organizing layers correctly is key. Placing the button inside the stack where content sits ensures alignment. Setting the height to 100% allows the button to take up the full height of the frame, and using space between distribution pushes elements to the top and bottom, ensuring proper positioning. Adding an image involves creating a new frame above the content. Assigning a visible color and setting the width to 100% ensures consistency. To fill the available space dynamically, setting the height to fill makes it expand as needed. Adjusting the gap between the frame and content, such as setting it to 35 pixels, improves spacing. Adding padding to the top and bottom, such as 20 pixels, prevents elements from pushing too close to the edges. Naming the frame appropriately keeps layers organized. Uploading an image can be done through the Image Fill option. Using the Unsplash plugin provides access to high-quality free images. Adjusting the hero section's background color, such as switching it to black, requires updating text color accordingly. With these adjustments, the basic hero section takes shape, appearing visually cohesive. Ensuring responsiveness is the next step. Breakpoints determine layout adjustments based on screen width. In a browser, resizing a page causes elements to shift dynamically. At certain widths, the layout changes entirely. Framer allows breakpoints to be set for different device sizes, such as desktop, tablet, and mobile, ensuring true responsiveness. Creating a tablet breakpoint may initially cause layout misalignment, but previewing it provides clarity. On a typical tablet width, such as 810 pixels, layout adjustments become necessary. The primary cause of breakage is fixed sizing. Often, resolving this involves identifying fixed sizes and changing them to 100% to maintain flexibility. Adding padding, especially for smaller screens, improves spacing. On mobile, text size may appear too large, requiring adjustments. Layout modifications, such as setting height to auto, ensure proper content fitting. Elements being cut off indicate the need for automatic height adjustments. Setting both height and width to auto while modifying gaps achieves the desired styling. White space at the bottom of breakpoints can result from fixed height settings on the desktop view. Changing the height to auto ensures everything fits correctly. Previewing the site while resizing confirms true responsiveness. Publishing the website is the final step. Clicking Publish makes it live on the internet. These fundamental principles provide a solid foundation for building any site in Framer. And that's it. Thank you for watching.